Okay, so today I'm gonna show you how you can memorize Mark 1, verse 1. It's only one verse today. This video might be good for people who just, learn the memory palace. It's a good way to practice the memory palace. You can easily memorize a verse word for word if you want to by using this technique. First thing first, last week, Pastor Rocky at Evergreen SJV, he started his series on Mark, and I thought he was going to preach from Mark 1, verse 1 through 3, but then he only did verse 1, which was totally cool because I'm glad he did because he basically did a background on the book of Mark, a background on who Mark was, right? I loved how you mentioned that we know that Mark John Mark was the author of the Gospel of Mark through Papias, um, because I didn't know. I had to learn that a hard way, like doing all the research and stuff like that. So as a Christian, it would be good to familiarize with yourselves with the apostolic fathers, like people like Papias, Ignatius, and Polycarp, who were the disciples of Apostle John. Papias also knew John. Clement of Rome, who's like mentioned by Paul in Philippians 4:3. Hey, Zichang. Hey, say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. Um, I like how.
What did
Okay.
I'll be
Okay. All right.
afraid.
So, watch out, watch out, watch out. Okay. So, anyways, Pastor Rocky also talked about how do we know that Jesus is the Son of God, and how important it is that we know who He is and we can do that by studying the Scripture. Okay, Z. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye. Go. Say bye bye.
Yes. Stay on the stay.
Making this video for YouTube, Z-Chan.
No. I do.
All right, there's gonna be a longer video when I stop. Okay. You crack me up, Z-Chan. Hey, you want to sit over here? Okay. Come on, sit over here, Z-Chan. All right, thank you. All right, here we go. All right, Z-Chan.
I want phone.
Yeah, you want phone? Okay, here you go. Here you go.
No, it's not. I want God. I want God.
Oh, you want God. I love that. He calls this, it's like a Bible for Kids app that he likes to play, and he calls it God. I gotta teach him that it's not God. But anyways, here we go. Sorry if that was a long one, but anyways, that was my son. Okay. Anyways, watch the sermon in the link in the description. Come back here after you watch it because I'm positive you would want to memorize Mark 1:1 after this. Okay, so let's start. All right. Let's see. Slideshow, play from current slide. Okay, so here we go. Use this area. If you're new at this, use an area that you are familiar with. And what you want to do is just choose, I would say, big furniture, big items in a room. So I'm just looking at this. I would use this couch, of course, maybe the curtain area, maybe this bookshelf, and then the TV. I don't, you're just placing what you want to memorize here. So just to show you, for me, I would break it up like the beginning. I want to memorize the beginning on the couch of the gospel by the curtains, Jesus Christ on here, and then the Son of God here. All right. So what I would do is I'm creating images for these words, right? So on this couch, I could use Thor. Maybe you don't even have to use to remember but if I want to get word for word, um, I'm just gonna imagine Thor and a bee sitting here drinking gin. Okay, beginning. I got that from Ron White when I forgot what word, neophyte. It's a YouTube video that he said, "How do I memorize vocabulary?" Anyways, that's where I got beginning is a bee drinking gin. Okay, so on this couch, Thor and bee drinking gin. is on this couch, and maybe they're drunk, and they're messing around, having fun, whatever, watching TV or something. The beginning on this couch, okay, of the gospel. You don't, a lot of memory people say that you don't have to memorize these like conjugation words or of the or and or stuff like that because your brain will automatically do it. For some reason it doesn't really work for me sometimes. So of the, I sometimes just use a oven for of. Okay, so I can imagine an oven here, and then the gospel I always use a gospel choir. So maybe these curtains right here are closed, they open up, and then there's a choir singing in the background. So that's the of the gospel right here. Okay, of Jesus Christ. Now, however you want to memorize Jesus Christ, I use JC. So maybe I see there's a painting on here. Maybe I just imagine there's JC on this painting. Maybe there's an oven in front. That's how I memorize of. And then Jesus Christ, or maybe somebody that has initials JC. For Christ Jesus, I use CJ Craig because CJ. Okay, JC. Maybe somebody who's JC, and you could put him maybe trying to find books here or something like that. Okay, it's very simple. The next, the Son of God. So on this TV, I just imagine like the first thing that popped up is like a bright golden sun, like on this TV, and it's so bright. I'm just like, the Son of God. There's a sun here. It's golden bright. It's like blinding me. Okay, that's it. And what's good is you can just review this. You can do it backwards and forwards. So let me see. I'm gonna delete this right here. I can't delete it. How do I? Okay, I'm messing this up. Anyways, let me see how. Anyways, well, let's just pretend I can't see it. Okay, I can't see the verse on there. All right. So the beginning, I just imagine here, the beginning is here of the gospel of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Okay, you can say it backwards. Just remember the TV, bright sun, the Son of God, and then there's a shelf of Jesus Christ. The curtain is of the gospel, the couch, the bee and Thor sitting, so that's the beginning. Just keep reviewing until you get it. Review an hour after, a day after, a week after, however long it takes. Okay. Watch the sermon because as long, when you study it, it'll be easier to memorize whatever you're studying. So review it. Just go, okay, what was the last phrase? The Son of God. What was the middle phrase? Of the gospel, and just keep testing it. That's the easy way to memorize a verse and for it to stick. Because what happens is when you're using Memory Palace, what you're doing is you're storing what you want to memorize somewhere instead of just like, just think about, on your computer. You store every like music files in the music. Music in your music file, video in a video file. You don't just have it all over the desktop where you can't find it. This way, that's like one of the main reasons you use Memory Pass is you can find what you're trying to memorize somewhere. This is a perfect way to do it. Okay. So I probably explained all this before, but anyways, hope this encourages you. It is important that we know that Jesus is the Son of God. He's truly man, truly God. He came into the world to save sinners. Pastor Rocky says that, and that's how, as Christians, we should kind of, live our lives, right? Like Luke 19:10. I did a video on that. I'll put that in the link. Watch that. A friend of mine edited it for me, I like it. Just watch it. But remember that for the for the Son of Man came to seek and save the lost. Right. Our job is to do that too. Is for to seek out and save the lost. Paul writes in 1 Timothy 1:15, right? He said that he talks about himself. He's like, Christ Jesus came into the world to save sinners, of who I am the worst, right? So we're here to seek and save the lost as well. That's how our mindset should be as Christians. Anyways, I hope this helps. Sorry for the interruption. Just fast forward that part. But anyways, hope that encourages you. And then I'm gonna keep doing Mark as Pastor Rocky preaches. So there'll be more videos on Mark. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.